Are you a student struggling to keep up with your lessons? Or a parent searching for a reliable educational resource that truly cares? You've come to the right place. Welcome to FEUNIX Distinctions, your premier channel for educational content designed for every learner. We understand the silent struggles that often go unnoticed, the frustration of slow-paced learners, and the need for solid foundations for all students. At FEUNIX Distinctions, we don't just teach. We are dedicated to guiding you every step of the way. Our teaching style is unique, simple, and incredibly effective. We make complex concepts easy to grasp and ensure that every lesson is both suitable and enjoyable, no matter your learning pace. Whether you're a fast learner looking for a new challenge or an average learner aiming to excel, our comprehensive methodology is built to support you. Join a community where no one is left behind. Subscribe to FEUNIX Distinctions today and hit the notification bell so you never miss a lesson. Let's make learning an exciting journey together.
I welcome you all to today's class. This is SS1 class. And we're moving on to lesson 5. In this lesson, we are going to be treating logarithms of numbers. So before we start this topic, we need to do revision on standard form. And that's what we're going to do in this lesson 5. We're going to treat standard form. Standard form gives us the basis for calculating logarithms. So we're going to learn how to express numbers in standard form. After that, I will leave you with some work. Let's solve 4 examples. Example: express the following in standard form. 1, 2, 3, 4. In standard form, we have 2 types of numbers. We have large numbers and small numbers. Large numbers are those numbers that are greater than 1. So like this example, 234 is a large number because it's greater than 1. If you are to express a number like this in standard form, what you will do is to move the decimal. Move the decimal till the decimal move to before the first significant figure. You move the decimal till it gets to the first significant figure. That is to say, you will not cross the first significant figure. So what do we mean by first significant figure? This 2 is the first significant figure. Any number that has to do with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is a significant figure. We don't consider 0 as a significant figure. 0 can only be considered as a significant figure if it falls in between significant figures. But if not, 0 is not a significant figure. So the first significant figure here is 2. So we are going to move the decimal. And from this question, we may be asking ourselves, where is the decimal? If a decimal is not written, please consider the decimal to be at the extreme end. This 234. If a decimal is not written, consider the decimal to be at the end. Because 234 means 234.0. Just like you can write 5 as 5.0, 6 as 6.0. So if you want to know where the decimal is for this 5, that is 5.0. This 6, 6.0. So it's the same thing. 234. 234. Let's move the decimal till the decimal reach before the first significant figure. So since the decimal is at the end, it will move 1, 2. It will move 2 times. So now it will now be 2.2. 2.34, because the decimal have moved to this very place. 2.34 times 10 raised to the power of 2. This 10, you write it, you just introduce it on your own, while this 2 is the number of times with which the decimal move. If the decimal move 2 times to fall before the first significant figure, you write 2 here. If it moved 3 times, you write 3. Depends on the number of times the decimal moved. And that's our answer. Let's solve another example. Example 2. Express the number 238.42 in standard form. For this question, we can see the decimal. The decimal is already there. So we must move the decimal to fall before the first significant figure. Where the first significant figure is here, 2. How many times will it move? 2 times. So our answer will be 2.3842 times 10 raised to the power of 2, because it moved 2 times for it to be here. So you see, you cannot write this decimal here again. You can't write it there again because it has moved to this very place. Let's solve another example. Example 3. Express the number 4231 in standard form. The point is not written there, but I've said it earlier. If the point is not written, consider the point to be at the extreme end. That is to say, 4231 is the same thing as 4231.0. So let's move the point till the point falls before the first significant figure. Where's the first significant figure? This very 4 is the first significant figure. How many times will it move? 1, 2, 3. To move 3 times. So what will our answer be? Our answer will now be 4. Now that the points have moved to the right place, 4.231 times 10 raised to the power of 3. Why 3? Because it moved 3 times. I believe we are following. Well, if we are dealing with small numbers, I want to combine everything. Small numbers. Small numbers are those numbers that are less than 1. If you have a number like 0.24, this is a small number because it's less than 1. If you have a number like 0.00838, this is a small number. So how is the working principle for this one? Let's solve an example. Example 1 for small numbers. Express 0.00838 in standard form. 0.00838. What are we going to do? We will move the decimal still till it falls after the first significant figure. This is the first significant figure. I've said it earlier, 0 is not a significant figure. It can only be considered as a significant figure if it found itself in between significant figures. And significant figures are numbers like from 1 down to 9. So for this question, what's our first significant figure? This 8 is our first significant figure. And look at the decimal. Now that we're dealing with small numbers, the decimal will definitely move towards the right direction. It will go across this 1, 2, 3 till it comes to this point. That's the point where decimal will always be. So it's moving 3 times. Now that it moved 3 times, what will our answer be? Our answer will be 8.38 times 10 raised to the power of minus 3. Now that we're dealing with small numbers, the power will be having minus because it's a small number. We moved our decimal to the right. We are dealing with small numbers. Let's solve another example. Example 2. Express 0.23 in standard form. This is another small number. How many times will this decimal move for it to fall after the first significant figure is once? To go across it once. So that will be 2.3 times 10 raised to the power of minus 1. Let's solve one more example. Example 3. Express the number 0.031 in standard form. How many times will it move? And where is the first significant figure? The first significant figure is here, 3. It will move 1, 2. So our answer will be 3.1 times 10 raised to the power of minus 2. So we have seen the examples that have to do with large numbers and small numbers. For large numbers, the power is always positive. For small numbers, the power is always negative. The large numbers will move towards the left, while the small numbers will move towards the right. Try to know the difference between the two. It will help you. So at this point, I will leave you with assignments. I'm going to leave you with assignments so that you can perfect your skills. Express the following in standard form. In standard form. Question number 1. 32.4. If you do this well, you'll have 3.24 times 10 raised to the power of 1, and anything raised to the power of 1 is the same thing. Question number 2. Express 0.471 in standard form. If your work is correct, you obtain 4.71 times 10 raised to the power of minus 1. Question number 3. Express 0.0006131 in standard form. If your work is correct, you obtain 6.131 times 10 raised to the power of minus 4. The last question, you have to express 6500 in standard form. If your work is correct, you have 6.5 times 10 raised to the power of 3. So we're going to stop here. Always respond back to me after you have done your assignments on the same WhatsApp number 08061573528 so that I can see your work and then correct you for any question that you feel. So thank you very much. Don't forget to press the subscription button. Just make sure you do that so that I can get you notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you and have a nice day.